Hey, what is up, guys? Flex Media here, bringing you yet another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Alright, so, in just a few short days, and by few days I mean like a week, but in a few short days, we're going to be getting this guy. And I kind of just want to go over, we're going to start just by going over his card. But I also want to go over sort of the rest of the celebration that we could expect. So you can see his release on JP. I think we're kind of assuming it's coming on the 3rd. That's when the hero stuff is going away. It might even be before then. But that's when we're getting the 7-unit EZA as well. So just kind of, you know, around the end of January, beginning of February type deal. Now, we'll be getting this while JP is getting the their 5-year anniversary, so be expecting content on both of those things, because let's just say your boy has quite a few stones saved up on JP, so we're going to be doing some summons for sure. I got to get me Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito. I mean, I have to. So anyway, let's kind of go over this guy real quick. So this is, of course, INT Future Gohan. He is the Bond of Master and Disciple category leader. Which is a super good category, or Hybrid Saiyan's leader. So he's leading both of these teams at Ki +3, HP attack 170, and defense 130. So this is going to be one of those teams that has like a zillion HP. So that's really, really nice. So his super attack is the Explosive Cannon Blast, which is going to greatly raise defense, which is a 50% raise for 1 turn, and he's going to cause immense damage to the enemy. So, of course, really nice. All Dokkan Fest exclusives these days have immense. His passive skill is Determined Warrior. So that is attack and defense 100%, and he's going to reduce damage received by 58% when HP is 58% or less. So that's really, really solid. So if you're low on health, he's going to be taking, well, not a lot of damage, right? So even getting hit with a super attack, he's not going to be taking a bunch of damage. So Bond of Master and Disciple, category allies, Ki +1, attack and defense +30%. So that's really, really nice. So he is, we've talked about it before, but he is sort of the beginning of the new meta of Dokkan, where the category leaders they first start out as support units and then they transform. So he's going to transform when conditions are met, and the transformation conditions are honestly pretty cool. So one thing to keep in mind is that this is an auto transformation, so it's not like an active skill like STR Cooler or what have you. So, but anyway, so he is going to transform when HP is 58% or less. When there is an ally on the team whose name includes Trunks. So this does not include Kid Trunks or GT Trunks. So basically, that's not really, it's not really too bad. You know, you're going to want to run Trunks on his team. You know, you've got the new sort of EZA area in Trunks, if you have no one else, who is actually pretty good, and we'll go over him here in a bit. So anyway, guys, he's going to get that, he's going to get the damage reduction 58% when HP is 58% or less. And then if it's from the 4th turn from the start of battle, he's just going to transform. And we'll go over his transformation, of course, as well. He's got some, you know, obviously pretty solid links, some pretty standard links, I would say, for like a Future Gohan type unit. He's in a bunch of, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories. And that's a really, really nice buff to the Android Cell Saga, to be quite honest. His stats are really, really high. Almost 18,000 HP, you know, 17.6 for the attack stat. Of course, only available for the JP version for now. Now this guy, this is his transform version. Okay, so this is our guy when he transforms. Again, 58% or less. Starting from the 4th turn if you have a Trunks on your team. So this is Super Saiyan Gohan now. So let's go over his card. This is when he just gets insane, okay? So he's still the same category leader, of course. Now, he's going to infinitely stack attack. So that's really, really nice. He's going to be able to get some really, really good attack stats. and just do crazy amounts of damage with his explosive dance. So his passive skill is also really, really bonkers. So attack 100%, and he reduces damage received by 58%. And he is going to get Ki +1, and then HP, Ki +1 and attack and defense plus 30% per Bond of Master and Disciple category ally attacking in the same turn. So if you are on a full team of Bond and Master and Disciple, he's going to have, so attack 100%, and then Ki +3, and attack and defense plus 90%. So that'd be attack 190, defense 90, and damage reduction 58% if you have him on a full Bond of Master and Disciple team. So it's crazy, right? He's just going to be doing insane damage. He's going to be defending really, really well. And then also he's going to launch an additional super attack when there's an androids category enemy. His links change a bit. I believe he gets, I think the ones he gets now are Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior. So those are good. You know, an additional 10% attack link. And then, of course, Ki +1 link. Oh, and defense minus 2,000. How could I forget that? Obviously, his categories don't change. Stats don't change. So he's really, really good, guys. I want to, you know, there's a lot more to his celebration that I want to go over. But this guy is like, he's the main prize. And like, I can't tell you guys to summon or not summon. It's my job to an extent, but also it's like, it's your stones. I think a lot of people would probably tell you to skip this banner. The thing is like, this dude is so good. I feel like he's at least worth a couple summons. You know, and another thing to keep in mind, and I mentioned it in the other videos, is that he's more than likely his banner will change. It has hit on it right now, and remember, we just had hit back in December. I really don't think they're going to, you know, have hit on a banner and then have hit on a banner again 2 months later. I don't see it. What they'll probably do is add tech transforming trunks. Again, shout out to the homie Goresh. He was the first one who brought that idea to our attention. And I think it just seems like the timing is right. I think that probably tech transforming trunks will be on the banner. If they don't change the banner at all, I'll go ahead and tell you guys to skip it, or suggest that you skip it, of course. So, but anyway, guys, there's a lot more to go over in this celebration. So I'll be right back, and I think we're going to go over the easy area next. So be right back. What is up, guys? So I lied. We got to go over this guy too. So this guy is also going to be included in Future Gohan's banner. So this is Future Victor, Super Saiyan Trunks Future. So again, he could be included on your team, and you can get those transformation conditions. So let's go over him real quick. Basically, he's really good like against an androids enemy. So he is also a Bond of Master and Disciple category leader. Ki +3 and then 120 to stats. His super attack is the Heat Dome attack. He's going to greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, so that's solid. And he's going to cause supreme damage to the enemy. Now his passive for the Future's piece, attack and defense 100%. And then he's going to get Ki +3 and an additional attack and defense plus 70% when there's an ally on the team whose name includes Gohan Future. Now keep in mind, there is, I mean, of course, like the new Future Gohan, but then there's also a free, there's a farmable Gohan, a free-to-play Gohan that you could also use. And then, of course, the original Future Gohan, of course. I think he'd count. Name includes, right? So Super Saiyan Gohan Future would count. So this is where he kind of gets crazy. So plus an additional Ki +6 and performs a critical hit when there's an androids category enemy. So plus an additional attack plus 70% when facing an enemy whose name includes Cell. So Cell Jr. does not count. So he'd be really, really good against that Infinite Dragon Ball History event against the androids. He'd be really, really solid. So his links, Royal Lineage, Super Saiyan Golden Warrior, Cold Judgment. So he's going to share, he shares damn near every link with the new Super Saiyan Gohan when he transforms. So that'll be obviously be super nice if you can run them together. He's also on, you know, a bunch of different categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories. You know, some decent stats, I would say. And again, he's just a banner unit, so he is not a Dokkan Fest unit. So he's going to be on any banner moving forward. So if you don't pull him on this banner, you will more than likely pull him in the future. So anyway, I want to go over his card real quick. So again, I want to move on to the Extreme Z area that's coming up on the celebration. So I'll be right back. All right, so here we are. We are back. So this is the guy that we're going to be. This is sort of like the reward. Now this guy is completely free to play, farmable, of course, except his orbs. Now I don't know if we're going to be. I don't believe this will all drop at the exact same time. But this is the newest sort of like reward from this event. This event gets a revamp, which of course we will go over in this video. But let's go over the unit real quick before we start. So this guy, this INT Future Trunks, to a new future, Super Saiyan Trunks Future, his leader skill, after he Extreme Z Awakens, is INT type Key +2, and then 70% to stats. His super attack is the Heat Dome attack. And this is going to cause supreme damage and lower attack and defense, which is really solid. Again, for like events like, you know, Super Battle Road, that'll actually be helpful for the actual Extreme Z area event as well. So his passive skill is Peace for the Future. So he's going to be getting defense plus 100%, which already is, that's really nice that he gets defense no matter what. So that's always going to be helpful. He's going to get attack plus 100% when facing 2 or fewer enemies. And he's going to get an additional attack plus 50% and a great chance of performing a critical hit when there is an androids category enemy. So at his worst, he's going to be getting defense plus 100%. So if he's in a stage where there's more than 2 enemies, that's going to be his minimum. And at a maximum, he's going to be getting attack plus 100%. I'm sorry, attack 150% and a great chance of performing a critical hit. So that's when he's up against an androids category enemy. So again, that Infinite Dragon Ball History event's probably going to be a real solid place to use him. And of course, like if he's the only future Trunks that you have, right? So this is going to be a really solid choice for you. I would say this easy area is worth it, and we'll go over why in a minute. So his links, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Lineage, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Dismal Future. And this guy is unique in that he's a free-to-play unit that has Fierce Battle. So that's really solid. So you can run him on just normal teams. He's actually going to, you know, be able to get decent attack stats. So his categories. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories. Very nice. Attack stat, I would say, is a little low, but honestly, it's kind of on par for free-to-play units. So it's not bad for sure. So again, 70% chance to perform a critical hit, and he's going to lower attack and defense by 20% for 3 turns. So that's really nice. So again, those are, I mean, you don't need to go over this. We already know the metals required and stuff. So, but anyway, guys, this is the guy that you get after you Dokkan Awaken him. And then after you Dokkan Awaken him again, he turns into this guy. So anyway, guys, let's go over the event to where you get him. It's the Future against, what is it? Against Despair kind of thing. What is it? Let's see. Hope against Despair, excuse me. Fight against Despair. There we go. So there's a whole event. This event gets a revamp. So let's go over the revamp real quick. Be right back. Hey, what is up? So we are back. So this is the Fight Against Despair event. These are the units you can grind up. So, okay. So to unlock the Extreme Z area, you have to complete this event. So that's just something that, you know, needs to be noted, right? I wouldn't worry about that, Piccolo. This guy, you for sure have to grind up, and you have to Dokkan Awaken him. So he turns into the a Super Saiyan version of that. So, who else? Let's see. So here we go. So you have to use the Dokkan Awakened version. So this guy here. You have to use him in the event. So he starts from him. So you're going to have to grind all these guys up. At the very least, I mean, you got to get them to SA1 and Dokkan Awakened. But I would probably recommend getting them to SA10. These are all of the guys you can Dokkan Awaken from these medals. So again, this is the gentleman that you have to use in the Extreme Z area. He's solid. I don't know if I would invest orbs into him, but for sure open up his dupe paths. You never know when these guys will get, easy A's. And then these are actually 2 new cards, so this Android 18 and 17, that you can get from this event. So you're going to have to, again, use their Dokkan Awakened versions. And these guys are for sure worth a rainbow. And especially if you run them together, they're going to be really, really nice. And then these are, just all the medals that you have to grind to Dokkan Awaken all of the characters. So you have to go through every single stage, including the bonus stages. So this 11 and 12 are bonus stages. And you have to, like I said, get through the levels at least one time. And you have to grind up the characters. So, but anyway, guys, let's go over, there are a few more things that we got to go over. So also to be noted, to get an extra drop, just use characters from the Future Saga category. These guys, of course, like, you can, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, crap. Yep, so that just happened. So all of those guys, so this guy here, you can use them to as SA food, essentially. And then you can Dokkan Awaken that base Gohan to get this guy here. And you can use that to raise the super attack of your Future Gohan if you pull him. So, or if you have him already, of course. So anyway, guys, there's a few more things to go over. Oh, thank you. There's a few more things we got to go over for this Extreme Z area. So again, you can get, it's very hard to see, but you can get drops from level 3. You can get drops of the Android cards. So it'd probably be a good idea to use your boost. You'll be able to grind up those guys, I mean, in an hour, something like that. So yeah, there you go. That's the reward you get right here. So, but yeah, you can grind up the androids in probably an hour with this new drop. This new, number one, the new bonus feature, and then number 2, the enhanced drop rate we use in the Future Saga. So anyway, guys, let's go over the units, and then we will go over. So we'll go over these guys in a more detail. And then we will go over the Extreme Z area. So I will be right back. All right, guys. So this is Destruction Bringing Android 18 Future. Again, completely free to play from that Fight Against Despair event. So she's the Siblings Bond category leader at Key +3, and then 50% to all stats. So, I mean, she'd be solid like in a Prime Battle sort of situation as a leader for the Siblings Bond category. And then the same thing for the Android 17 that we'll go over here in a minute. But she infinitely stacks attack and defense and causes supreme damage. So, again, one of those situations where she'll be really good in those long-term events. And then another thing, she hates humans. I hate humans is her passive skill. So attack and defense plus 70%, plus an additional attack and defense 70%, and a medium chance, which is like a 25 or 30% chance, of evading enemies' attack when you are running Android 17 Future in the same turn. So, basically these two are meant to be ran together. So they're going to share a ton of the same links except for like, Battlefield Diva or something like that. So they're going to honestly be like ideal linking partners anyway, so it's not a big deal. So again, that idea of infinitely stacking attack and defense, being able to dodge, I mean, that's really, really solid. So she's got, I would say, okay links. I mean, Android Assault is terrible. It's just, I don't know why it's even a thing anymore. So, but her having Brutal Beatdown's really nice. And of course, she's a Shattering the Limit unit. She is free to play. So she's on, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Again, decent stats. I mean, that attack stat's a little low, but at the very least, she's infinitely stacking it. So let's go over her counterpart real quick, the Android 17. So he is Death Inviting Android, number 17, Future. He is the Androids category leader. Oh, thank you, Arc Knights. He's the Androids category leader at Key +3 and 50% to stats. And again, so his Power Blitz, he's going to be infinitely stacking attack and defense and causing supreme damage to the enemy. So his passive skill, Our Playtime, attack and defense 70%. So same deal, and then an additional attack and defense 70%, and a medium chance of performing a crit when your team has an Android 18 Future attacking in the same turn. So basically, they're going to be a rotation, right? And then launch an additional super attack when there's a Hybrid Saiyans category enemy. So he gets Nightmare, which is really nice. It's a shame that Android 18 doesn't get Nightmare as well. Hey, is what it is, right? And of course, he is a Shattering the Limit unit, and he's on 1, 2, 3, 4 teams. Slightly better attack, I believe less defense, though. So again, guys, they're going to be really, really solid linking partners, and you will have to use them in this event. So I believe it's time. Now, there is actually a Future Gohan as well. I guess we can go over him real quick as well. So, Future Gohan. Heroic Opposition, Super Saiyan Gohan Future. So again, primarily what he's going to be good for is farming super attack. For, like in Future Gohan, you can do the base form, or your Fizz Super Saiyan Gohan. So, he is an all-types category leader at Key +2, HP attack and defense plus 30%. So, in this Extreme Z area, basically, he is going to be your leader. So it's going to be important to have him, again, at least at SA10. At that point, you might as well just open all 4 Duke Paths as well. Again, with that category bonus, and then your bonus sort of feature where you're getting double. It's just going to be really easy to grind all these guys up if you don't have them grinded already. So his super attack, he's going to he's going to raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause supreme damage. Attack and defense plus 70%, plus an additional Key +2, attack and defense plus 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. And he's got a high chance of performing a crit when there's an Androids category enemy. He's actually got some, pretty solid links as well. So one thing to note is he is, so he does Dokkan Awaken, but he does not have a TUR. So he's only up to 100% in the, well, you know what I mean. not 100%, level 100. So he's just an SSR, even though he's a Dokkan Awakened SSR. So again, you're going to need him as your leader, and you actually, I believe you have to run him in the Extreme Z area. So I believe we've gone over all the units now, so let's go ahead and go over the Extreme Z area. So I will be right back. Hey, what is up? So here we are. This is, of course, we've already been over the unit. He's solid, and it's basically if you've never done the Extreme Z area, basically, you're going to be running these 2 stages over and over again until you have enough medals. In the first, basically, there will be 2 stages, and they'll drop, the first one I believe it's like they'll drop bronze and silver, and then stage 2 in the event will drop the gold and the rainbow medals. So obviously the Z hard will drop the lesser medals, and the super stage will drop the better medals, or the higher medals. So This event will only become available after clearing all of the stages of the Fight Against Despair story event, so that's of course important to note. You're unable to use Dragonstone, so like it's basically like an easy A, but not quite as difficult. Now, okay, so I apologize for the display. I am on a mobile device here. So there are only certain units you can bring, and this dude is going to be absolutely your ace in the hole. He's going to dominate this event. Even though he's going to have type disadvantage, it's not going to matter. So again, we already went over the free-to-play androids, the free-to-play trunks. You can also use a couple summonable trunks as well, so this guy and this guy, although they're not going to be real powerful in the event. And then this guy is going to be a necessity, so he's going to be your friend lead, the mandatory friend lead. And I would also recommend that you make him your leader as well. So he's going to provide, is it key 3 or is it key 2? I don't know. He's going to provide key and then 30% to stats. So like he's going to be a really solid leader to bring. Okay. So depending on what units you use, I suppose you could... no, he's basically going to be it. He's basically going to be it. If you want everyone to be affected by the leader skills. So yeah, there's Z-Hard. So when you take the left path, you're going to get the bronze medals. And then the right path, you're going to get the silver medals. And then you're going to want to land on the question marks as well, because they're going to give you extra medals. So this grind is overall not hard at all. Truly, it's not hard at all. So there's the number of medals you need for all characters, which the only character is, you know, of course, the INT Future Trunks. So anyway, guys, that is the Extreme Z area. There are just a couple more things we got to go over for this upcoming sort of celebration, this INT Future Gohan celebration. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the timeline of events page. So just give me 1 sec. I will be right there. Hey, what is up, guys? So we are back. So this is a celebration that just kind of passed, right? So let's kind of continue on from here. So of course, so this is the Extreme Z battle that we're going to be getting at the beginning of February. So I believe, like I said, on the 3rd, I think we'll be getting that. And then there's Piccolo, of course. There's Nail, there's Gohan. I mean, we've been over all this stuff. There's Prime Battle Cell. Definitely grind him up for that Extreme Z area. He's going to be really nice to have. Even if it's only his TUR or something like that, like, at least use him. Okay, so here's all the units. Now, going over these units is a video in and of itself. So I'll go ahead and make a different video for that. So again, we just had the Cell EZA. We just literally got her awakening, so this gal right here, just a couple of days ago. There's Oceanus, there's Launch. Okay, so here we are. I had to scroll for a little while. So Beacon of Hope in the War-Stricken Future Stage 2, Fight Against Despair. So the things we've already been over. This is from, these are from the banner, of course. And then these are the free-to-play units that we've already been over. There's the Extreme Z area. Now look at this. Look who's coming next, boys. So Blue Kaioken Goku, I would actually wager we'd be getting toward either the middle of the month or the end of February. So it is possible that we get him. Now what they could also do is make us wait, and maybe they drop a different EZA in his stead. But to me, I feel like, why make us wait anymore, man? I mean, you already kind of missed the mark not releasing him with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, the STR one, the one that released in September. So, I don't know, man. So these guys are also these Gotenks. Oh, yeah, that's right. So these Gotenks are also very nice. So if you have them with all dupe paths unlocked, I would definitely recommend rainbowing both of them. They're really good. And of course, goes without saying, our boy Kaioken Goku. Now, when we get confirmation that we're getting these guys, I'll go ahead and make a video. I'm not going to go over them now, just because, I mean, you guys probably know how to navigate this website, the Dokkan Wiki and DBZ Space. So, but I did want to point this out, that this guy could very well be coming. And his unit, I mean, his unit is absolutely insane. He hits so damn hard. And actually, he's got decent defense as well. So he's going to be good, especially in something like Super Battle Road. I believe his buff lasts for 9 turns. And then on the 9th turn, you get a guaranteed crit. And you also get an additional attack buff on the 9th turn. So he just, like, on the 9th turn from battle, he hits, like, just like a nuclear bomb. So anyway, guys, I don't think there's much else to go over. I think we've basically covered it all. So again, I know this is a lengthy video at this point. It's going to take a lot of editing on my part as well. So anyway, guys, if you like videos like this where we're kind of looking towards the future of global, go ahead and slap a like on it, man. It really helps support my channel. It lets me know I'm doing the right things, and definitely consider subscribing if you're new. I'm bringing you guys new content every single day. I hope you enjoyed it. I love all you guys. Thank you for the support, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.